He was too small for the battle. Until God stepped in. Beginning, the day fear became a habit. The battlefield had been silent for 40 days. Not the silence of peace, but the silence of fear. Every morning, at the same time, a shadow stepped forward. A giant. A voice. A threat. Goliath of Gath. His armor shimmered like confidence. His voice thundered like certainty. And his words cut deep. Send me a man to fight me. But no man came. Not the soldiers. Not the generals. Not even the king. Everyone was afraid, they were intimidated by the appearance, the news of how powerful the giant was. The same people cherished by God, forgot him even when they were in trouble. Saul, the tallest man in Israel, crowned by God himself, trembled like everyone else. His influence could not stop the Philistine. He trembled like others. Day after day, the giant mocked them. Day after day, fear grew roots. No wonder it is often said that fear is the greatest enemy of man. And here's the part most people miss. Fear didn't arrive suddenly. It settled slowly. Until it became normal. Until nobody expected courage anymore. Then one day, a boy showed up. Like the Messiah. They couldn't believe that the little boy holds the key to their deliverance from the hands of the enemies. This boy was not a warrior. Not trained. Not armed. Just a delivery boy with lunch for his brothers. David. Too young. Too small. Too insignificant. At least, that's what everyone thought. But something about David was different. While everyone else heard Goliath's size, David heard his words. And David couldn't understand one thing. Why is this giant allowed to talk like this? That question changed everything. When small faith confronts big fear, David listened. He watched. He noticed something the soldiers had missed for 40 days. This wasn't just a physical battle. It was spiritual. Goliath wasn't just insulting Israel. He was defying the living God. And that offended David. When he spoke up, they laughed. You're just a boy. You don't belong here. Go back to the sheep. Even his own brother mocked him. But David had history with God. History nobody on the battlefield could see. While they were training with swords, David had been fighting lions in secret. While they were polishing armor, David had been learning trust. And when David stood before King Saul, something remarkable happened. He didn't talk about Goliath's size. He talked about God's faithfulness. The same God who delivered me before will deliver me again. David acknowledged the faithfulness of God. A little boy with a big faith. Faith is not physical, it is not measured in size. Saul tried to dress David like a soldier. Armor. Helmet. Sword. David took one step, and stopped. This wasn't who he was. He removed everything that didn't fit. And walked into the valley with no armor. No sword. No shield. Just a sling. 5 stones. An unshakable faith. Now watch this closely. When David faced Goliath, the giant laughed. Am I a dog that you come to me with sticks? But David didn't answer with fear. He answered with prophecy. You come to me with sword and spear, but I come to you in the name of the Lord. This was no longer about size. It was about who God was backing. The stone left the sling. Time slowed. The giant fell. And in one moment, 40 days of fear collapsed. When God redefines who is qualified, the battlefield erupted. What armies couldn't do, faith accomplished in seconds. David didn't win because he was strong. He won because God stepped in. And here's the real lesson most people miss. God didn't wait for David to grow bigger. God didn't wait for David to look like a warrior. God moved when David trusted him as he was. That day, Israel learned something unforgettable. Size does not determine victory. Experience does not guarantee success. And God does not need you to look ready. He just needs you to be willing. You may feel too small right now. Too inexperienced. Too overlooked. Too unqualified. But so was David. And when God steps in, small faith becomes unstoppable power. The giant you're facing may not fall today. But hear this. If God is with you, the battle is already decided. The question is not, am I big enough? The question is, do I trust God enough to step into the valley? If this story spoke to you, don't rush past it. Pause. Reflect. And remember, your giant has a weakness. Your faith has a backing. May you have the faith of David. Always see God where others see giant. Let God step in for you, victory is assured in Christ. Backhand index pointing right. Subscribe for more life-changing Bible stories. Backhand index pointing right. Like this video if you believe God still steps into impossible battles. Backhand index pointing right. Comment, God is with me in my valley. Your story might be the next testimony. God bless you.